Gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to the Layout of Every Difficulty series. In this episode we will be building some demons, mainly the medium and hard demons, except something is different this time. That's right boys, this time I wrote a script. I know, crazy. I figured it would be better and more entertaining to actually hear me explain what I'm doing, instead of some guy mumbling with some really loud Mario Galaxy. So yeah, enjoy the video. Anyways, medium demons, am I right? Medium demons are probably my favorite demon difficulty. They tend to be gimmicky, fun, and not too hard so that noobs like me can play them. Well, at least some of them are. Most medium demons are either buff easy demons or nerfed hard demons, and those are exactly what we're going to be making. For this layout I use Lights, Camera, Action by my boy Mechanico, because we gotta use a Mechanico song sometime in this series. And this one is fairly underrated, so why not? This song starts out with this little kind of thing. I decided to mimic this by making some small staircases and pulse it to match it. Why? Well, I don't know. Next, the song goes into this section where it switches styles a bunch. This is sort of the main gimmick with this song, and I wanted to try to reflect this in the gameplay. For this next part, I added a ton of speed changers in the screen movements. I also tried to switch up the structuring a bit from each section, but I ended up scrapping this idea. I also tried to add this black glow thingy that reveals the next gameplay part with each pulse, but I got lazy after the second one and just made it invisible. Now we have a little transition part. I just recycled my staircase idea from before, but this time, the cube is invisible. Some of you may hate this decision. I think it's okay because the part is already really easy. After this we have a nice calm part with almost nothing happening in the song. I found that this part worked best as a slow mini cube with a lot of clickstick. I also made this gimmicky thingy where if you click this orb, you float. Jesus. Not only is this extremely janky, but it's also not original. The structuring of this part is also kinda empty, but I have no idea what to add. Let me know if you have any ideas. After this part we have the main buildup of the level. I wanted to do something special with this part, so I made some generic cube gameplay. But wait, there's more. You see, in the song there's these lyrics that say lights, and camera, and even action. So I thought it would be cool if I made art to match these lyrics. Anyways, you guys like my lamppost? Hey, you know, at least I tried. And now we move on to the drop. First I made some whoa, Jungle. You're telling me you just ignored the other two lyrics? After all, you did say there were 3. Yes. So now we move on to the drop. In the drop of this song there are 4 different modes of the song, and I wanted to try and capture that for you. So I made 4 different types of gameplay for each bit. The part turned into a fast-paced mini-wave. The part was a spider with a lot of slopes and buffers. The part was a free-moving ship with sing-torbs. And the part was the cube staircase that we've used before. I repeated these gameplay themes for the rest of the drop as well. But the thing that makes this part so good is the pulses. Oh, the pulses. The pulses consist of big red pulses in the parts between the gameplay, a super crazy rainbow part for the waves, a consistent red object part for the spiders, and some red pulses for the ships. The cubes didn't get anything because they suck. Now, I don't mean to brag, but unlike most featured levels these days, I don't end my levels right after the drop. And also, unlike most levels, this layout is only 45 seconds long, so we need to add something. You wanna know what I added? Ship. But wait, I also added alien vessel. Yeah, listen, I had been building for about 5 hours at this point, meaning I was very much out of ideas. There really isn't much to say. This is by far the most generic part of this layout, and I'm too lazy to change it, so suck it. Hello? Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. Well, call me Jonathan GD, because I'm about to put an absolutely fucking insane duel at the end of this. This part. Oh, this part. It's good. First of all, the duels are really fun. Like, top 5 duels featured at the White House fun. Connecting it all are these free-moving ship parts that sync really well. All combined with some perfect pulses and some cool-ass invisible block-type structuring. Oh man, if it wasn't November when I recorded this, I would be losing my shit. Oh fuck, it's December. 10 out of 10 part, would make again. Also, I put an evil jump at the end of the layout where you can't buffer click, but you have to wait a split second to make the triple. I know, I'm evil. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty proud of how this one turned out. The pulses add so much to the level, and it just feels alive. Anyways, here's the showcase.
Stand by. Lights. Camera. Action. Action.
And now it's time for the hard demon layout, but not before we talk about today's sponsor, Raid Chat. There is no sponsor, but you should go join my Discord server, link in the description. And remember, I am in your walls. Anyways, hard demons. Demons that are hard. Wait, no. Hard demons are very weird. Some have modern flow gameplay and generic glow deco. Others feel like super buffed easy demons with weird ass effects, bright colors, and lots of bugs. Some are genuinely cool and original, but for this layout, we are going with the first option. And what's a generic layout without a Creo song? This time my friend suggested that I use Crazy by Creo, and I must say, I can't complain, you know, it's a good song. Now, you guys know that I like to have little intros in my layouts, and for this layout, I thought it would be a good idea to start the song just a few seconds early and have this weird block movement thing. I don't even know, man. This ended up being kind of annoying when making gameplay. So annoying, in fact, that I placed the start position 3 seconds into the level. Anyways,
fuck you, make sync gameplay.
For the structuring of this first part, I went a bit overboard.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
As you can imagine, this takes a lot of work, so for the rest of the part, I dropped this style and made some simple platforms.
Nice.
Drop time. Now we have a pretty simple formula to follow. Build a bit of gameplay, structure it, realize that the structuring is a bit much, scale it back a little, and then build the rest of the gameplay for the part. Pretty nice. In the drop, I used this weird fake thing with invisible and black slopes. It's a cool gimmick, but it's really hard to structure around. Once again, I made some semi-generic gameplay with some copy and pasted structures to make the pain go away faster, and there you go. Now we just have to structure. Time for the second drop. That's right, we don't just have one drop. One drop is for losers. And you can technically say that this is still part of the first drop, but if you do that, you're lame. In this drop, I wanted to focus on some single game mode parts. You know, ship, wave, UFO, and ball. The good old combo. And once again, I completely neglected structuring and continued working on the gameplay. Because guess what? I'm like that. After this part, I wanted to add a duel. So I added a duel. There's really not much more to say other than I tried to make this really consistent, because it's right at the end of the level. But I must say, these duels are pretty nice. Probably better than the other ones, but they're less crazy, you know. After the duels, I added a small ship part to finish it off, and the layout was done. Well, at least the gameplay part of it. Now I had to structure. I was really worried because the past parts had really weird structures. And because I spent way too long in this video already, I chose to make some simple structures instead. I started with some simple block structures with floating spikes. I then added some floating structure that I definitely didn't copy from the other parts. I also added these weird slope things, I don't know what they do. They're simple, but I like how they look. But the background was looking a bit plain, even with the pulses. For the rest of the level, I had used these scaled up gear things. So I used these scaled up gear. Psych! I scaled up some glow instead. You thought I was going to use the same thing throughout the whole level, didn't you? You can suck my. And now that the design was finished, all that was left to do was apply it to the rest of the level. Honestly, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I'd say it's in the top 3 best things I've made in this game. Probably my best structured layout as well, so that's cool. And here's the showcase. So there you have it, guys. Both the medium demon and the hard demon have been built. I have grown so much as a creator in this episode, I rarely ever feel like I'm improving in this game, so it's nice to see how I'm growing. As for the episode itself, I hope it's good. I haven't started editing yet, but I have some cool ideas. But yeah, this took a really long time to make, so thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it. The next episode will probably be the last one, so stick around for that. Subscribe if you like this type of content, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully, I mean, you don't have to come back. I just really hope that you